What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to some more of these creepy videos. So let's just get started.
During spring break, I got into a habit of speaking with strangers on omegle. I hail from a small city and don't have much.
Alright, buddy, first of all, it's not pronounced omegle, it's omegle, just to let you know.
Social life. So the idea of speaking with strangers from across the world seemed captivating to me. That's how I came across Natasha. There was something captivating about her. It wasn't just her beauty, which was undeniable, but the way she spoke, her lively gestures, and that infectious smile. She leaned against a plain beige wall, its monotony a stark contrast to her vivid persona. Our conversation flowed effortlessly as well, traversing through a myriad of topics. She had an opinion on just about everything, from the intricacies of modern art to the complexities of astrophysics, and her insights were as enchanting as her laughter. But amidst our engaging dialogue, something peculiar kept happening. Every few minutes, Natasha's eyes would dart to her right, her animated expression freezing.
Alright, when you said that and I see her looking, first thing that comes to my mind, she's kidnapped, and now she's going to give you her address to make you come there, and then you get kidnapped. I'm guessing that is how this whole video is going to go, so let me just continue.
Momentarily. It was like a glitch in reality, a brief interruption in an otherwise seamless stream. The first time it happened, I assumed it was just a distraction, something off camera catching her attention. But as our conversation progressed, these pauses became more frequent and more pronounced. I tried to ignore it, focusing instead on the charm of her conversation. But the interruptions grew increasingly unsettling. It was as if she wasn't just looking at something or someone, but rather responding to an unseen presence. Each pause was followed by a slight change in her demeanor, a subtle shift from relaxed to slightly tense, as if she was under some
Alright, if that was me, I'm pressing the skip button. Skip! Bye-bye!
unseen pressure or something. Driven by a mix of concern and curiosity, I finally broached the subject. Hey, is someone there with you? I asked,
Pressing the skip.
My voice light.
Just skip.
My mind, though, was swirling with possibilities. The question seemed to trigger something. Natasha glanced to her right again. But this time, the pause was longer, more deliberate. It looked like she was paralyzed for a few seconds. She looked back at the camera, and the usual warmth in her eyes had been replaced by a palpable sense of fear. Her voice, once lively and confident, was now a hushed whisper, trembling with underlying dread. No one, she said. But the way she said it was as if each word was a struggle, a fight against some invisible force. Before I could react, she abruptly ended the chat. The screen went blank, leaving me staring at my own confused reflection in the darkened monitor. I replayed the conversation in my mind, each of her pauses now taking on a more sinister tone. Who or what had she been looking at? Was she in danger, or was it all just an elaborate act? For days, the mystery of this omegle encounter with Natasha haunted me. Her face would appear in my dreams, always turning to look at something just out of sight. Her expression morphing from joy to terror. I scoured the internet, doing my best to try to find her again.
Why would you want to find her again? Like, if that was happening and you're creeped out, why would you want to see that again? That does not make any sense.
It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Then, unexpectedly, I came across her again. This time, she introduced herself as Kate. The same beautiful smile, the same engaging conversation against the same nondescript beige wall. But she had no recollection of our previous encounter. My mind reeled with confusion and disbelief. How could she not remember? We had shared a connection, or so I had thought. I tried to convince her, recounting details of our previous conversation, but she looked at me with genuine bewilderment. Doubt crept into my mind. Had I really spoken to her before, or had my mind played tricks on me somehow? But then, just like before, she paused mid-sentence, her gaze shifting to the right, her face going blank for those agonizing 5 seconds. The familiarity of the action sent a chill down my spine.
Yep.
The same inexplicable pause, and the same subtle look of fear when she resumed. It was exactly the same. It was more than a mere coincidence. It was a pattern, a disturbing repetition of the same eerie behavior. As the realization of the situation's gravity sank in, my mind raced with theories and questions. Was this a case of mistaken identity, or something far more sinister? Determined to uncover the truth, I decided to take a more proactive approach. We continued our conversation, me feigning normalcy while my brain worked overtime. I was careful not to alarm her, or whoever might have been watching her. Excusing myself for a moment, I grabbed a pen and paper from my desk. My hands trembled as I scribbled my first question, my heart pounding against my chest. Holding the paper up to the camera, I tried to keep my expression neutral. The note read, "Is someone watching you? If yes, fake a sneeze." I watched her face intently, looking for any sign of recognition or understanding. For a moment, nothing happened, and I feared my attempt might be in vain. But then, she sneezed.
Yep.
It was
I
subtle,
knew it.
almost too perfect, but it was a response. A mix of relief and horror washed over me. She was in trouble, and someone was indeed watching her.
Why do you care? As long as you're home, by yourself, safe, why do you care? I would love to know. Anyways, bye guys. See you guys in the next video.